To share or not share. I wonder if I'll share this video because this is a new microphone and it's windy out today, and I don't dare record when it's windy because you'll just hear hurricane sounds. But anyway, welcome to Real Talk with JJ, 53-year-old Gen Xer. I think to share certain things, we've all made the mistakes, and I think the first thing we need to address is oftentimes when one shares, they want to be relatable, they want to be helpful, they want to provide a story, they want to show compassion, empathy. That's wonderful. I've been in a position where I've definitely shared, and I shared too much, and it blew up in my face, and I got burned. It sucks. And I'm thinking whoever decides to watch this down the road, you might be in the same situation, in the feeling of I was just trying to help, and I shared, and they took the information. Well, the thing is it takes a long time to heal, but think about your intended goal. Me being 53, I've worked through a lot of stuff. We're not here to try to get attention. We're here to help, in this case for me. So you have to be kind to yourself. So we all might fall trap, and it might bite you in the butt. If you can learn from it, move on, that's what you need to do. Easier said than done. You know, financial stuff, that's one. Financial stuff is a tricky one. If you share something that's financial, people can use it in any shape, way, or form. If you are in a situation where maybe you paid off a lot of debt and you've maybe mentioned to a friend or so-called friend that you're doing well and you don't have any big bills for this year, they might see you as a bank and might want to get some money from you. That's not fun. Haven't been in that situation because this bank is broke. Going back, I really have a hard time making this video because it sucks that we can't, as a society, share our common pains, share our successes. I think we're living in a time where people want to one-up, or people use social media at times to weaponize, and that really sucks, and they'll talk about people and they'll frame them. I'm thinking about my grandfather. When he was in his 70s, he would say, he would go, Jim, if you have friends and you can name them on one hand, you're extremely lucky. And then he would say, if you can name all your friends on both hands, count again. And I was 12, I'm like, okay, I think I have like 50 friends. No. Friends that you really can trust with your life. A friend that will be there for you no matter what. And yep, he's right. And these are things that sometimes engage with you later in life. Also, when I was a teenager, I was working as a housekeeper. And it was worked in the wing where it was older people. This man, probably in his late 70s, 80s, he would mention to me, and he was about to check out, unfortunately, but he said, can I give you some life advice? And I apologized because I didn't take it. He simply said, don't tell people your business. If you tell people your business, they're going to take it and screw you. And he said it with intensity and anger. And as a teenager, I'm like, oh, okay, well, my business is I'm working right now, and then I'm going to go back to school tomorrow. But case in point, you tell someone about your finances, you don't know what's going to happen. Another one, tell someone about your dreams, like this, doing a YouTube channel, 53. Or I'm also doing a side business. Why are you doing that? Who's going to watch you? You're too old. You need more rest. You know, you should be already slowing down. On a fun side note, I think it was Colonel Sanders who didn't have his business of Kentucky Fried Chicken until like age 60 or something. But anyway, when you do share people your dreams, they can shoot you down like I was just explaining, and your confidence can go down. Life is about learning and movement. Life's about exploring and trying things. Here's a big one, sharing your traumas. I am a trauma survivor and I'm comfortable sharing that. However, some people, and hopefully not everyone watching this will have to relate to this because it sucks. If you are sharing a trauma with someone and you don't know them that well, but you know they come from stuff and you want to help them and you want to be relatable, you want to show them that it's okay, you want to show them that you can still succeed, that's great, that's beautiful, right? But if they're a narcissist and they're gonna maybe just gather that information and not really care about you, and they're going to gather that and collect data, and then they turn around and weaponize you, and they make you look like a horrible person. What's worse is if you already have trauma and someone's giving you, or they're weaponizing your information and making you feel bad, you're getting re-traumatized. So it's really tricky. And we're living in a time now where, who do you trust? A therapist? Maybe ChatGPT, a bot, a good friend? And then at times, you know what? We're only human. I don't want people to think, watching, listening to me speak, that you want to just be paranoid and not trust anybody, because that's not living. Sometimes you might put something out there and you might share or help. However, what do you do if then that backfires? Well, you know who your friend is. Going back to my grandfather's story. I'm going to flip this script real quick. What do you do? What do you do if you're in a situation where you are the listener and someone's oversharing to you? For me personally, this happened last summer. We were getting work done at our house. I came. It was probably a younger woman in her late 20s, and I could tell that she comes from stuff. You just get the vibe. Boom! She just started oversharing left, right, left, right. And I said to her, I feel honored that you're comfortable to share with me. But keep in mind, when you share this information with some people, they'll bring you down. She goes, well, yeah, I know, but you feel safe. And I'm like, we just met. Like, we've known each other for like 4 minutes. Although I didn't do anything with the information. In fact, my heart sunk. I felt sad. It stinks. So what do you do? For me, I just listen. If I have the time, I did in this case say, be careful. If this information goes in the wrong hands, you'll be burnt. I know I was. It sucks, doesn't it? Because we need people. We need to depend on each other. And I was reading a comment in a YouTube, a similar video of this, and the person said, the older I get, I don't want to spend time around people. And that's true, because we've seen so many weird behaviors with people at many, many ages, and family, and stresses. It's so much easier to just sit out here and listen to the birds on this beautiful day and speak about some of my experiences with sharing. So we talked about finance. What else? We talked about trauma, talked about dreams. I wrote one down. What was it? Oh, relationships and conflicts. And when I say relationships, anything under the sun. Workplace, especially for an office person, I mean, the toxicity can be insane in any kind of career, whether it's like a dental office or some sort of medical, education, restaurant, different dynamics of people with different cultures. Oversharing in that situation can be enormously explosive. It can suck. It can really take the wind out of you. The real message is, one, don't beat yourself up if you overshare. And I kind of say that all out to myself. The other one is, you live, you learn, but just be careful. There's a lot we can do to survive. There's a lot we can do before things end up biting ourselves in the butt. All right. Let me know if you like this video. It's a newer channel. Just throwing myself out there. Get some sharing. Bye for now.